Hey folks! In the last episode of Minecraft Create Nations, we decorated the inside of the greenhouse you can see behind us, built this absolutely beautiful bridge, which as you can see, I connected to the seafloor, haha, Beardstone. And if I run inside of our beautifully decorated greenhouse and take you downstairs, I can show you that we built a gold farm, which I rebuilt again. That's right, now we have a minecart contraption that is digging out some cobblestone for us. We still have 10 pieces of cobble being made, ground down into sand, being washed, all the same normal stuff over here. The only difference is it's being powered by this steam boiler. It's a level 4. I could probably make it a little smaller, but that's okay. It's giving us way more than enough, and this tiny little itty-bitty tree farm is just barely keeping up with the demands of this steam boiler. Is this any quicker? I don't know, but we do have over 30 blocks of gold at this point, which is absolutely fantastic. We could go harder, better, faster, stronger, but I think at this point, what I'm going to do is I'm going to let this work in the background, and we're going to go work on something else today. Sick and tired of being down there. It's making me all depressed. It's just stone all over the place. I could decorate it, but, like, that would take effort and stuff, and, like, I'm lazy. I don't want to do that. I might do that later. I'm not going to do that. I might do that later, but it's not right now. What is right now is I destroyed everything out here as well. Oh, man, I'm a menace. I'm a menace in my own world. But I do have this little plus right here, which I'm probably going to move this way just a little bit. We might put it here instead. And a lot of you might be wondering, hey, Throw, what's that plus? And hey, that's a good question. I'm gonna start working with Drigmees. I wanna work with Drigmees here. I wanna put a Drigmee henge right here, I think. And what better, I don't know about you guys, but when I hear the word henge, for some reason I think of a labyrinth. I don't know why my brain goes there, but it does. Now, a labyrinth gets confused a lot with a maze, okay? And a labyrinth and a maze are two completely different things. A labyrinth is one path that winds around in a circle or some sort of pattern that goes to a central location inside the labyrinth. It's supposed to denote like you walking on your journey and just walking through and meditating through this journey that you're going on, and then eventually you get to like your spiritual center or something like that. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. I don't know, as meditation, prayer, self-reflection, all that sort of stuff. Stuff that honestly I should probably do more often. There's Greek labyrinths that are mazes and we're not talking about those, okay? But I want to build a labyrinth here, so I've been digging around for some extra things. We've got some extra azalea bushes here, and I've got some extra azalea as well, and we're gonna build ourselves a little labyrinth that's gonna go right here where our Drigmee henge is eventually going to be. Now, issue already. Drigmee henge needs source. It needs source in order to work, so probably under the ground. We need to make another source generating machine thing. And I'm not gonna do the volcanic one this time. It wasn't working out. Keep turning my food off. It just wasn't working out. Behind me, inside the greenhouse, we have that spinning thing of death and destruction that's getting us all sorts of archwood logs. Yes, Mr. Ducky, it wasn't working super wonderfully. So a lot of you guys came out in the comments, and thank you once again. Let's get rid of that real quick. Thank you once again, everybody in the comments, for telling me how to play this game, because as you can tell, I'm horribly inept. But anyways, everybody came out in the comments and they were like, hey, Throw, relay splitter, right? Relay splitter. It'll allow you to take a source from multiple gems, jars, and send it to multiple places. Relay splitter. And hey, that's really smart. But what I think I'm going to focus on with source, and the source that I'm generating in this mod, is I'm going to focus on Drigmees, and I'm also going to focus on Whirly Sprigs. And I think I might put a Whirly Sprig setup in here. And I don't know if I'm going to keep this or if I'm going to wall this off with some glass so the Whirly Sprigs don't accidentally get the butt chewed up by this saw here. I gotta figure that out. But yeah, we're sitting at a casual 17.1 thousand blazing archwood logs, so I think it's safe to say that we could probably shut this farm off for just a little bit and let it do its thing. And I've fallen into a hole. And I knew that hole was going to be an issue, and I was like, I'll fix it later, and I never did. So anyways, I'm going to replace a lot of these crops with other things, a lot of these mushrooms, excuse me, with other things, and I'll get some Whirly Sprigs in here, and I might get an agronomic source link in here that is, just seeing when the crops grow, or attempt to grow, I think is another thing that can happen. I'm not really sure. But anyways, we need to put something over here, most likely under the ground. And if we hop into free cam real quick, free cam is still doing its crazy stuff where it won't tell me where anything is. I've been flying around under here for a little bit, and I haven't seen anything pop up relatively close to the surface. So I think it's safe to say that we can just go down there and dig all of this crap out. So let me grab my drilling machine. Let me go ahead and grab some rail. Let's see how big this thing is. I probably am going to want to make it bigger. I definitely want to make this thing bigger. And we'll start drigging. We'll whirly sprig some. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. I'm losing my mind here, people. We will start drilling some stuff out. So just give me a few minutes and I'll get this thing ready. You might just see like a little video montage of me drilling stuff out. I don't know yet. We'll figure it out. All right, now that's what I'm talking about, a big old empty room to put a whole bunch of ugly crap in. So, it's not exactly center. I think our X is over in this corner over here. If we just go up a little bit, yeah, it's right there-ish. All right, so it's about there is our plus. That's not too bad. So essentially what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the advice of a comment from a couple of videos ago, and I'm just going to throw a bunch of melons down here. And I'm going to make it so they can never grow, essentially. And supposedly that's supposed to create just a metric buttload of source. So we're going to give that a shot. I'm going to go get an agronomic source link. Oh my gosh, I can't say words, people. And we'll go from there, I guess. Well, I've run into a slight problem. I only have 7 melon seeds. I could do this with, actually, hang on. Never mind. Nope, I only have 6 pumpkin seeds. So we're gonna have to wait for these to grow up, I guess. Ugh, that sucks. All right, I'm gonna speed up this process a little bit because I got a ton of bone meal. Wow. Yeah, this took a little bit longer than I care to admit. It's probably maybe 2 hours of me going through and just putting down lemons. Melons? Melons. It's not lemons. And it's not horrendously fast. Honestly, by the time I got done with it, and I swapped it out for dirt, so this is just normal farmland. By the time I got done with it, I was like, you know, I should have done source berries. And the reason I should have done source berries is because they actually add more to... I gotta put another light here, don't I? They actually add more source when they grow, so they'll increase the source production, essentially. And what I can do is I can get a few of those starbunkles running around in here, picking the source berries, and then they can deposit them in chests scattered around, right? And then we can use those source berries to feed them into mycelial source links, and then we'll get even more source. Source. So there's a good chance that I might rip this down when I'm done building the henge upstairs. the labyrinth, excuse me, the labyrinth. But I think for right now, we're going to keep it, and we're just going to build up some labyrinth-style-esque stuffy thingies, and see where we get on with that. Well, folks, things are certainly happening. As you see, I changed out the farm behind me to an azalea farm, and the reason for that is because I need a lot of azalea bushes. As you can see, we've got them on the rich soil, so every now and then they're getting bone mealed, which means they're going to be able to grow up by themselves. And over here, we are collecting azalea bushes, which is super duper wonderful. Now, if we head out in this direction, we can see the start to a labyrinth. Oh my gosh, this is taking me so long. This has been so many hours for me to build and come up with. But let me just go into Cheaty Free Cam here real quick, and you can kind of see what is going on here. It'll look better once everything's in. But, you know, you're going to walk up around this way, and then walk over around this way, and then walk over around this way, and I'm probably making all of you nauseous. But it's just one gigantic loop. I just pointed at the screen with my actual IRL finger. Oh my gosh. But we're running into another issue. I don't have enough azalea leaves. I have the regular ones. I got more than enough, probably, regular ones. Let me just... Look at this. Ooh, man, a lot of those. But not enough flowering azaleas. So this is a problem. We're running into an issue. So over here, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna set up a little farm for this, okay? And I kind of wanted to do this together. I don't know how this is gonna work. I haven't even come up with an idea of how this is going to work. But essentially what I want is on a minecart, right? I want a minecart that is going to be triggered by this smart observer when it detects an oak log. So I'm going to put an azalea bush right here, and this rich soil is going to bone meal it, and it's going to grow up. And when it sees it grow up, it's going to send a little redstone pulse to probably a piece of powered rail. And that powered rail is going to have a minecart contraption on it. And that minecart contraption is going to swing forward. And on it is going to be 2 things. Well, a number of things, but 2 main components. 15 mechanical harvesters and 1 mechanical saw. Now, the saw is going to come in here and it's going to buzz, 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 and it's going to cut the tree down. But first, I want these harvesters to get as many leaves as it possibly can. I don't know the best place to put them is the problem. So I gotta run some testings and look up some stuff, and you know, I'll get back to you in a second. All right, let's see if we can figure something out here. So I think I want the saw to be here, which is facing the wrong direction. I think I want the saw to be there, and then the deployer to be right behind it. So the deployer, once the saw is the saw thingy, the deployer can just plop a thingamahooger, azalea bush. Whew, that's what it's called, right on top of there. Let me just go ahead and grab one of those real quick. We'll set that there. Oh, the wandering lead salesman shows up. What do you got for sale, buddy? Nothing that I need. Thank you. You're as useful as always, Agnes. Thank you so much. Go that way. Go ahead. Be free. I won't kill you this time. It's all right. Anyways, and then I think I want, golly, just one forward? Yeah, I think we'll put a chassis there and there. I don't think we need both of them, but hey, I'm going to put both of them up there for right now. And then from there, we'll put our mechanical harvesters down. And you know what? I think I want these farther forward. I really do. I think, you know, if I push them super duper far forward, maybe to like here, they're going to be able to get to more of the tree before this thing cuts it down. So yeah, I think we're gonna bring that way farther forward. Maybe to there. That might be too close. If anything, we can just back the contraption up a little bit, so that way, you know, the tree has some room to grow. But I think to there is gonna be fine. And this is not gonna be attractive, and that's okay. Not everything has to look pretty. Sometimes it's just gotta be functional. You know what I mean? and perfect. Jeez, that's probably one of the ugliest things that I've ever made. Oh man, but hey, guess what? It's gonna hold together, baby.
Hey baby, hold together.
And there's the whole thing glued, and like I said, I think I'm just gonna back it up a couple of blocks, but let's turn it into a contraption first. We always want to make sure we lock rotation, fantastic, and contraption, and pickup, perfect. And I think we'll move it back to like, golly, I don't know, here, maybe there. And then we will have this be here, and that should be enough momentum to get us going. I just want to do a little test and see if it'll make it all the way there. It certainly does. Problem is I forgot the torch, so now I gotta push it. All the redstone experts out there are about to get real mad at me. Yeah, I'm just putting redstone wire on grass. It's fine. So I just want to make sure that I have this. I made a pulse extender. Extends it for like 3 seconds. I think 3 seconds should be fine. And I just want to test it and see if it does the thing. And oh, okay, so this guy stays on, ow, this guy stays on while there's a thing there, so I don't even need that pulse extender. Okay, so let's try that again. That's super dope. All right, sweet. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna place this and then we're going to grab some of these, and then we're going to bone meal it. And it did not place this down, so what are we going to do about that? Okay, I have an idea. I don't know if it's going to work, but we're going to try it. I'm going to pop this off of here. I gotta fix my glue. That's all fine. And what I think I'm going to do now is I'm going to put a grass block there with this deployer sitting right here. And I'm going to pick this grass block up. And I don't know if this is going to work, but we're going to try. All right, so I need a chute and a barrel. Chutes and barrels, classic game. We're gonna put azalea filter, chute, barrel, azaleas, yes. And then we're gonna cheat, and we're gonna put a starbuncle wheel in here. Yeah, buddy. I have new blocks of gold. I do inside. It doesn't need to be that fast. That's okay. All right, so now we bone meal, and I've shut this off. So hang on just a second. Lock rotation. Pick this up. That's a contraption again. And this should, yes, awesome. Okay, great. And we've got leaves. We've got so many leaves. I'm gonna break this one more time. And here's why. I don't know why I'm singing. Why am I singing? I want to change these out for barrels. Oh my gosh, dudes. It's kind of late. I've been with the sick kiddo all day long, so I'm kind of losing my crap right now. Anyways, we're gonna swap those out with barrels just so we have more storage, and then I can go ahead and bone meal, which does that. And lock rotation, I don't think I did that before this was on, so let's just lock rotation. There we go. You go away. You go here. Boom. Go. Yes. We're clear. We're in the clear. We're golden, pony boy. We are set. We got a little leaf farm going on. I'm good. We're good. Let's build a thing. And a couple of changes, and we are fully automated here. I got just a obnoxious observer clock. I'm trying to talk over it, and it's just breaking some stuff down, and then going down into this vault here where it's just storing all this stuff. We're at almost 1,000 regular leaves and 268 flowering already. I'm just gonna let this thing run for a while. I went over to the Skelly farm a while ago, and I got just a ton of bones. Look at this. I got a new backpack, ton of bones. So we're gonna let that run over there. Yeah, once I get around to here, then I can start hearing it. So it's not going to disturb us at all. Fantastic stuff. We're still getting our flowering azalea, and I can get them out of the vault if I need to. So let's just keep, let's keep on placing blocks and see what happens. All right, ladies and gentlemen, add it to creator bingo, content creator, YouTuber bingo. I forgot my mic. I recorded so much stuff. And, my mic was turned on. It wasn't muted. It wasn't connected to the correct microphone. For some reason, I don't know, I probably, like, used Zoom for work or something like that and then forgot to remet my mic. Anyways, as you can see behind me, we are complete. We are completely done with our labyrinth. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I say completely done. There's a couple things that I want to do. I need some lighting in here somehow, and I'm still trying to figure out how I want to do that. I do have some trees, but they kind of completely blend in with the labyrinth itself, so we'll probably come up with some other tree that I can do. But let's go into Cheaty Free Cam here for just a second. I got some jars back there. Don't worry, we'll talk about that in a second. But look at this. Look at this. It came out great. Came out absolutely perfect. I love it so much. And around here, we're going to put some nice little plants and flowers and more trees and all that sort of stuff. Today's not that day because this video is already late coming out to you guys. And I really want to get this stuff done, this stuff set up, and get this ready and out to you. And not even on time. Just like, not too late. Just late enough. But anyways, over in our jar, we have a villager that's got a hat. Ooh. We got a fox, we got a bee, we got a piglin, we got a wandering trader, we got 2 piggos, and then a zombie piggin in a boat. And the jar says it's a spruce boat. So I gotta be honest, I don't know if that one's gonna get us any resources or not. But what we gotta do right now is head back up to the house because we need our little Drigme charms, and we need to remember how to turn those into Drigme thingies, tokens, and whatevers, so that way we can actually get Drigmes to do the things. We only have 10 Drigme charms. We do have 7 more Wildland horns, so we could go out there and try and find more Drigmes to turn into charms, but I think we're good with 10 for right now. I think that should be totally fine. I don't know why I'm leaving. I think the things that we need for this ritual are inside. Let's check the book, shall we? Yes, it is an enchantment apparatus, and I have all of this, I'm pretty sure. I went fishing on the bridge a little while ago just to try and get some neat stuff. And I got a ton of fish, so this should be totally doable. And, ooh, carrots are going to be a problem, huh? I didn't expect carrots to ever be an issue. Yeah, look at all these fish. Goodness gracious. Well, I guess I'm going to go farm a couple of carrots for... Still didn't know how to use my door. I guess I'm going to go farm a couple of carrots for a bit. I'll be back in a little while. Well, I figured we'd just do this over here because I think the jars underneath should be able to reach this thing. So, fish on the top, seeds, carrot, apple, wheat, I think. Oh, actually, I don't think this needs source at all. So, never mind. It probably doesn't even need this thing, but that's okay. I have it there. Bing, look at that. BOTS. Well, now just do this 9 more times. You, and you. Pedestals must be... Up. Fish. I think I am ready to summon these guys. It's always at night. Why do I always do this to myself? It's always at night. All right, I think I'm ready. So I actually got rid of all the dead bushes that were around here because I kind of want to trap these guys in for some reason. I don't know why. I don't want them to get lost in the maze, so I think I just right-click on this, and it eventually just turns into a Drigme henge. Look at that. And now I got a Drigme. Look at that. Isn't that so cute? And he's using the bee right now. All right, so I think I can just summon all of them. And, whoa, they explode out all over the place. And the first thing I'm going to do is try this guy in a boat and see if... Ooh. Okay. Yeah, I don't know what's happening. Oh, I think they just like the bee. whatever bee is over there, they're really happy about, I think, is what's going on. So I'm going to keep that guy in the boat out here for a little while and see if these guys pick up on it and drop anything off in the chest. Because I think they'll drop off anything that's under the hinge on top of chest means stuff go in chest. I don't know what I'm doing, okay? I don't know if that's apparent or not. Okay, I'm sorry it's dark out, but I put all the jars down, and I mean, gosh, it's still nighttime. Nighttime's almost over, and we got 31 nuggets already. That's not terrible, I don't think. 36, look at that. It just procced again. And we are absolutely keeping up with source. This is 100% full, and it literally just triggered. So we're keeping up with source. We are producing nuggets. And kind of the most important one is experience. Like, we're getting a ton of experience out of this, and I'm not mad about that at all. Now, I took the beehives out, the bee nests. I don't know if you can tell by listening to me, by the way. I don't feel great. But yeah, I took the bee nests down. I'm kind of worried that the extra bees are going to screw with the production. But yeah, geez, we got 47 gold nuggets already. This is pretty wild, I'm not going to lie. And it'll only get better the more drigmies we get and the more of these creatures that we get, right? Like a camel or a bat or any of that sort of stuff will help increase the production here. I know this is kind of weird, but I kind of want to put a chicken in here. And one of the reasons is I don't really have a stable way to get feathers right now. And feathers it's one of those obnoxious things that you need in a weird number of stuff. Like a lot of the handcrafted things you need feathers for. There's some rituals and beds and whatnot that feathers, they're kind of useful. It would be nice to get some, a spider wouldn't be bad too for string, but yeah, I'm wow. Wow, 54 nuggets already. That's absolutely insane. I'm so glad that I built this. Now I'm going to have to decorate this little area here, but I am pretty darn happy with how this whole little space has come out already. It's a little bit of a sea of the exact same thing over and over, but I think it works. And when I get different trees on here, I think it'll work even better. All right, it's been about a daylight cycle. Let's see what we got, and that's a lot. that's a lot. That is a lot. How many? That's 8 levels of experience, and I already dumped this out once. that's ooh, baby. All right, I should have done this in the first place, apparently, and not dealt with the create or any of the other crap that I was trying to work on. That's a lot of gold. And there's more already. Well, something that I know I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to get some villagers over here, especially some clerics, and just plop them over there probably, and or somewhere around here. I'm not really sure. So that way we have something to do with the rotten flesh. And yeah, this is wild. And this thing is keeping up, right? It certainly is. It's probably too much source, but that's all right. We can split that off somewhere else. Oh, wrong button. But I got a bunch of stuff cleaned up, and I think I might be ready. I might be ready. I might be ready to work on decoration of this place a little bit more. I'm not entirely sure what I'm going to do yet, but I think custom tree in the center, and then maybe a couple other custom trees on the side, and maybe other custom plants. We'll see, though. I'm not entirely sure. Ducky? No ducky. Well, that's a much better look, methinks. I really like it. I like it a lot. I got a little custom mushroom thingy going on over here, and I gotta be honest, I have a couple of these brewed up in a creative test world. We'll see more of these later. I'm not a huge fan of this one, but it works, and if you just don't stare at it, it looks pretty darn good. I got one of my custom trees over here, and then I built this little custom guy. And we've got the drigmies just dancing around in here, grabbing resources from all these nerds. I actually stole a pillager as well because they help mobs that don't drop anything, sort of whatnots and everything. And we're getting so much gold. I'm up to 19 blocks already. This is insane. And if I just pop into Cheaty Free Cam, it's still a pretty neat looking labyrinth. It still has all of the labyrinth-like style thingies. And honestly, the only thing it's still missing is some lighting. And there's a part of me that almost doesn't want to light it up. Or maybe I'll put just some like glow like in a couple of places. And really the reason for that is I don't know. It might just ruin the whole labyrinth aesthetic where it's like supposed to be this peaceful little thing that you walk around through, and how peaceful is just, you know, darkness when you want to have a little nighttime stroll. But what that does mean is I'm going to have to make a couple of mega torches, because I think the ones that I've thrown in the ground so far, they don't reach over here. So that's going to be a problem. Unfortunately, that is all the time that I have for today. We are a week late on this episode already, so sorry. Anyways, folks, thanks so much for watching. Thanks for being here. Thanks, everybody, for the comments and telling me how to play this mod pack. I really, really appreciate it. And we're getting really close to being done with this area. Really, the only thing that we have left is a place for the amethyst farm to go, as well as a big old tower, which is going to go on the side of that building. And then, you know, just decoration all over the place. I don't think I have too much more that I want to do on this island, but we might come back later. Anyways, I want to send a huge shout out and thank you to my patrons over at patreon.com/throwlash. We have Tim, Jucifer, Yo Your Mom Games, Interbolt, Dust Doodles, and Wraith. Thank you so much for your support, as well as everybody over on YouTube and memberships. Hey, if you want to join, you can click that link down at the bottom that says join members. We have Bot, Moon Goddess Lolo, Dio, Av, and Love for Sunflowers. Thank you so much, everybody, for your support. Anyways, I appreciate everybody so much. Thank you all, and we'll see you in the next episode. Much love. Bye-bye.